recording. Hi, I'm here with Ramya. Ramya is one of the students that has been working with Rachel, and I'm so glad to get to know her a little bit on this call. I'm really excited to hear her story and see what it is that's been transpiring ever since she started this STR journey. So Ramya, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background before getting started in the STR business.
Yeah, always been interested in real estate, and I have a couple of long-term rentals, and got introduced to short-term rentals, and spent some time trying to listen to different podcasts and trying to learn this thing. And I know there are so many different courses out there. And then I heard one of Rachel's podcasts, and then that's how I reached out to Rachel and joined her course. And it's been a game changer since. So.
Wow. So about how long ago was that you finally connected with Rachel and started getting into the biz for real?
About 4 months, I want to say.
Not too long at all. Wow. Very, very quick. So what's happened since?
Right around the time I was joining the class, I was looking for properties, and very quickly I found my current property. And um, so, long story short, I had the property furnished while I was away out of country, and did the automation process. It's the first time we're actually at our property, and it's exciting trying to get the owner's closet organized and doing this small little stuff that we need to do as owners. But yeah, it's been a great journey. I'm still learning, continuing to learn, and hope to expand soon.
Perfect. So back up a little bit. I just want to make sure that I'm clear and everyone who's watching this is clear. So you had already had your eye on this property before joining the program, or did the program help you find and locate and assess what was going on to make this a good deal?
Um, for me, the value add from the program was on getting the property set up and moving forward. Yes, so I did run the deal through Rachel, but I was very close to getting moving in this direction. And yeah, so she also cross-verified that the location that I'm investing in is a great location. And she's been there every step of the way for me since, with the setup process and the automation process and any hiccups that you can run into once you're up and running, and the guest reviews and questions from the guests and how to tackle that, marketing and so forth. So
Wonderful. So, I mean, you already had your eye on this. You were near ready to pull the trigger on it anyway, and then you got that confirmation from her to go ahead and move forward because this definitely was a deal. Tell me about what you think might have been different had you been continuing to do this on your own rather than being plugged in with Rachel and the mentorship group.
the support that Rachel provides is invaluable, right? So when I run into an issue, rather than getting stressed, there's somebody who's gone through this before, and they're able to guide you and provide quality solutions right away.
Mhm.
So, been the biggest value add for me.
Was there any particular issue that came up that you didn't expect that she was able to help you navigate, the solution for that and, be able to put your mind at ease in the process? Is there a specific example you might be able to bring up for us?
There have been many. Just about 2 weeks ago, the lock didn't work. The keypad lock didn't work, and the guest was just struggling to get in, and I had to get somebody else out to get the backup key because we were in process of putting the master locks on the side of the door to put the key box in. And so her suggestion to me was, hey, if you're remote, get 3 of them on there. So one for the handyman, one for your maintenance crew, whatnot. So for the cleaning crew, and a backup for the guest and so forth. So that's just a recent example that I can remember. Currently, we're working through different marketing techniques to make sure that I'm able to get more bookings. So she's been assisting with that. There have been many more in the past that's not right away coming to me.
Well, thanks for sharing. I'm wondering, can we get a peek at this wonderful place that you're talking about?
So this
Oh
is a
my
cabin
gosh.
in North Carolina. Beautiful area. Wonderful deck.
And that wraps all the way around, it looks like.
Yeah. And there's an upper deck as well.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah. And just the nature. We get to see deer all the time. So it's just so beautiful and serene. And it's beautiful inside as well. But I'll have to show you that another time.
No problem. So this is in North Carolina. This is your first STR, luxury STR through the assistance of Rachel's program. What's your next steps?
I want to make sure I have this property, booked in at the best occupancy rate. So that's the first short-term goal. And then the next goal would be to convert my long-term rentals into short-term rentals. So,
Okay. And with regard to this particular property, can you give me a little bit more information about how big it is, what the projections on your numbers are once you get everything optimized and working well?
it's only 1,250 square foot. It's 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath, and right now we can sleep about 9 people,
Oh, wow.
7 sleep, and then 2 on the couch, so about 9. The peak season, I think you can get up to 8 to 9K before expenses. So for me,
Okay.
expenses happen to be a little bit high right now because of how remote the property is.
Right.
So since it's just the beginning, I'm not able to fully give you a picture more than that right now.
But roughly speaking, are your expenses somewhere in like the $3,000 to $4,000 range, and then everything above that is your net profit?
1 month, yeah, 1 month I was able to make about $4,500 profit. But I'm also trying to get the, few things still settled in the house. So that's also coming in, trickling, so forth. But yeah, about 4.5 to 5,000 at the peak season would be the profit. And we're right now in the low season. So I'm still working on optimizing that.
Right, right. Well, that's so exciting. I mean, in what other avenue in real estate investing can you get those kinds of returns per month? I mean, this is just crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ramya, so much for just hopping on here with me and just letting us know a little bit about your journey and how it has been influenced by Rachel and her program. I'm assuming you're going to be sticking with her as a mentor for the foreseeable future as you go to continue optimize this property and then look at adding additional properties. So we look forward to hearing about those things as they come about, because I'm sure that's going to be just as exciting, if not more so.
Absolutely. So I just want to say that Rachel has been so wonderful to work with. She is, more than like, her approach is very friendly, more of a friend, and she's extremely approachable. She is available for any questions, and she responds in a timely manner. She's been a great support, and she also builds, confidence. Hey, you can get through this, that type of deal. So she's been wonderful, and I wish that more participants would join her course and benefit just like I have. So
what do you, if you had to highlight the biggest benefit to being in a part of a mentorship program like this and with someone like Rachel at the helm, what would you say would be the biggest motivating factor that you could share with someone who's considering joining but hasn't quite decided if this is right for them?
yeah, so if you're going to do STRs, there's a lot of aspects involved. It's not like a long-term rental where you can find somebody, or even there's just once you get a tenant in and you're collecting checks with the property manager or something like that. Here it's extremely involved in terms of marketing, making sure that your property is being booked. There is the search engine optimization, knowing what kind of products to put in the house, which particular Ring camera, which particular lock to put in, and how to furnish the place, and what is the balance of the color that you need to have in the house for it to be attractive. What kind of photography do you need to have, and how should the listing be done for it to attract most number of clicks. And so it just keeps going on and on and on. So you could run into any issue, and there's so many different aspects to it, but she's got them covered, and her experience comes through when somebody is a beginner is running into issues. So
Yeah. I mean, it really is a huge difference to be able to have someone who has been through the process multiple times, knows the ins and outs, knows all the systems that can be implemented in order to make things simpler. Because like you said, running an SDR business is very involved. Doesn't mean that you have to be the one that does everything, but you have to know how to delegate and what things to look out for and what things to get covered so that you are, making sure that all those pieces and things are in place and working smoothly, right?
yeah, and Rachel's decorator is the one that I brought on as well for this property to decorate, and they've done a great job. So yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see the inside at some point. I'll encourage the viewers to be signing up to be in the group and looking out for you and looking out for your posts for this property and future ones. But thank you so much, Ramya, again, for joining me for this few minutes here today. And I am so excited for you and hope you do, wonderful things with this property.
Thank you, Gimmer. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.